Hi everyone, it's Natasha. Today I want to talk about my Turenne PM in regards to it having a repair or replacement issue. Okay, so I have made multiple videos in regards to my Turenne already. Different topics. So I want to focus on it getting the repair or replacement due to the fact that if anyone is curious out there on how it works, I wanted to share my experience. So anyway, I got this late last year, and I noticed a few months ago that one of the straps, I don't know if it was the short one, because this comes with two straps, detachable straps, or it was a long one, but it was the back side of it, and it had a few cracks on it, like 3 or 4. And I was very concerned. I have this Facebook group called Louis Vuitton Addicted Buy and Sell. And it always puts a smile on my face just because it makes me happy when I go in there. There's a lot of fun stuff. So anyway, when I joined that earlier this year, there were a lot of information that I wasn't aware of. A lot of information. So a lot of people were saying that if you don't have a receipt, Louis Vuitton is going to turn you down and will not fix your items, won't entertain you. And even if you bought your item brand new, or you bought it pre-loved and you weren't the first owner. So I didn't really was concerned about the receipt before this happened. So I didn't really, I didn't have a receipt with it. So I got really, really frantic and really, really worried. And I called Louis Vuitton Client Services, which is that 888 number on their website. And that's actually saved on my phone, on my favorites list. I call them whenever I have questions. I always call them. But anyway, so I did that. And I gave them the whole story and everything. And the person that I spoke with, he was lovely. He was so lovely and so patient and wonderful. And he gave me thorough instructions on what I needed to do. So he said, tell them everything that you told me today. Put it in a letter and a note, and I'm also documenting it on my end. Make sure you put in your personal information, your phone name, address, email, and phone numbers, just so they can match it on my account at Louis Vuitton, as well as they know how to reach me when they receive my package. Due to the fact that this was not an online purchase, and it was purchased by someone else, and I have my story in regards to this, so I'm not going to repeat that just because I don't like repeating myself. But anyway, he said, "Oh, that's fine. All is fine." And I even told him, I'm like, a friend of mine told me that if you don't have a receipt, you guys are just gonna not help me out. And he goes, "That's not true. As long as it is Louis Vuitton authentic item, we will always help you. If you're over the warranty or the guarantee time frame, you might have to pay for those repairs." So that is a false information, and we are always going to help you. So don't ever think that way. So I shipped it over via UPS. I did insure it, and they were oh my gosh, I paid so much money because I was so worried, due to the fact of I did have a really horrible experience with the UPS. So but I shipped it over, and they were saying to put an insurance if it would only cover to a specific amount. And I said, no, I want it to be covered more. And they said, you have to pay extra. And it was like you pay a certain amount per dollar amount range. So I did that. It was expensive, but it was worth it. I didn't want to risk it. They lose my package, and I'm down a bag. So anyway, I package it as much as I can. I put a lot of those free plastic bags you get at the stores, and I put like a lot of we had a lot of you get these things in the mail that are just junk mail. I crumpled it all up, I cut it up, and I stuffed it in the plastic bags, and I made sure, it was like completely safe and secure. Yeah, because I've seen these people just throw packages around, so I wanted to make sure my bag was safe. The client services, the client services advisor did say to send over the entire thing due to the fact that they are just going to inspect the entire thing anyway and not just the strap. So I did that because I told him, I'm like, it's just the strap though. Do I really need to send everything over? He says, yeah. And they're going to do a thorough inspection and everything anyway. So why don't you just get the entire bag? Because you never know. Maybe there are certain things that you didn't see. And he was very true. I mean, that made a lot of sense because these people are trained and they do this every day to see if there's any kind of issues on their items. So I did that. It arrived the very next day. They gave me a phone call. I spoke with them, and I spoke with, first was Erica, and she was pretty nice. And she said, yeah, we read your letter, and we checked your bag thoroughly. There's no other issue except for the strap you mentioned. And we're going to replace that strap complimentary, just like client services has told you that we would. And I said, okay. And I said, so how is it going to work? Are you going to give me a full bag, or is it just a strap? Because I don't really care if it's just the detached strap, because that's the only problem I have. And I do love my bag. I don't think it needs to, get like a full brand new one. And she goes, yeah, no, because it's a detached item, a piece of item, we're just going to replace that particular strap. We don't need to replace the whole bag. And I said, okay, that sounds pretty good. So she said it could take 4 to 6 weeks to get the replacement. She said, I can do one of two things. Do you want me to keep the bag here? Or do you want me to ship the bag and the other strap, and you can continue using them, and we're just going to ship over the replacement when it arrives to us? And I said, without the strap, I'm not going to use it. So, I don't want it to be kind of wasteful and you have to ship two things at different times. And I said, you guys just hold on to it and send it over when everything is intact. So it was several weeks to get the replacement. I don't remember how many weeks it was. And when that happened, a guy named Matt called me, a sales associate, and said that it was ready, and they wanted to confirm because they were doing the next day shipping. So they wanted to confirm that, I would be home, and they didn't want to ship it until that was possible. So if it was like on a Monday, because I wasn't able to get in touch with them until later in the day, they couldn't ship it that day because they wanted to make sure that I would be home the next day. I said that was fine, and thank you for, being so considerate about that. And I said, yes, you can ship it tomorrow. And they wanted to confirm everything, my full name, my address. And I would be home that day. And what do you know? They shipped it on Tuesday. And he said he was going to call as soon as it was going to be picked up by UPS. Or, if it was on the way, to give me like a tracking number and all that good stuff. And they did that. And I got it on the day that they said it was going to arrive. And now I have a strap. I think it was a short strap. A strap that is perfect and with no issues. And because of that experience, whenever I do maintain my bags, like I'll inspect it just to make sure there aren't any issues. So that if I need any kind of repairs right away, I just, get it done. So there you go. At the time and still right now, I haven't had this particular item for a year yet. So I think it still, kind of goes with the warranty system for sure, because it's always, what I do know is a full year. It's been different situations for different people. Some people have been charged after 1 year. Some people have not been charged after 1 year, and they have stated that some situations it's been extended to 5 years. But what I can really attest to from my personal experience is under the 1 year warranty, because they do say that. They have the, like, that's well known. The 5 years, I think that's a hit or miss. You could always try to ask. You know, I mean, I think if I needed more repairs and this particular item, or I have other items that are already past 1 year, I would just ask them. I'm like, you know, is there any chance this could be complimentary? You know, whatever. The worst case scenario is they say, no, you have to pay for the repair. I mean, whatever, I'll deal with it, but I won't, ever wonder, oh, if I asked that question, what would have happened? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. Again, all my info is down in the description box. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, they're there. I have my email there. I don't have a mailing address yet, as I've mentioned before. And if you want to say hi, you want to leave something, any kind of messages on me, feel free to put it down in the comment section below. Also, I hope you enjoyed my video, that you will hit that subscribe button. That's the red horizontal box down below, and join my channel. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.